Hey guys, welcome to the Wedding Vendors Happy Hour with your hosts, Derek and Jade.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in and welcome to episode 29 of the Wedding Vendors Happy Hour. As always, my name is Derek with DP Films Productions.
My name is Jade with Justice Promised Events. Today we chat with Javier of Central Coast Premier Entertainment, a DJ who's mastered the craft of effortlessly creating blends between multiple genres of music and mesmerizes audiences of all backgrounds.
That's right. This is going to be one fun episode as we learn more about the man, the legend behind CC Premier Entertainment. So grab a drink, take a seat, and let's get to it. What's up, Javier, man? Thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of our show.
Hey.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Good. How are you? We're so excited to chat with you today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. Looking forward to this for a very long time. So now that we're here, we're ready to rock. So let's have some fun, yeah?
Dude, heck yeah, dude. I know you're a force to be reckoned with in this business, so we're excited. But how's your wedding season been so far, man?
Oh, it's been crazy. You know, we've seen a lot of different tides throughout the season. As you can tell, with just everything getting back to normal, everyone just wants a party. They want to have fun. They want to let loose. In fact, some of the couples are asking more time for dancing. So they got rid of cutting of the cake, the money dance, the cake order, and they were like, "Yo, get straight. We got to do the first dance, and we got to dance with parents. After that, rock and roll."
All the open dancing. I love it.
Dude, I don't even have that question. I'm going to ask that question. You opened up that. I'm going to ask that question later on. But before we do, if you could just give a cool brief for our audience that's listening, just a really quick brief intro of who you are, what you do, and how long you've been doing it.
Okay. So my name's Javier. Some people know me as DJ Javi. Long time ago, I did radio. I was known as Suave Javi on the radio back in the days. Nice. And I helped sign on radio stations, Wild 106 in San Luis Obispo, and also 95.7 The Beat. And I also worked with my good friend DJ Bob for The Graduate back in the day. So we did College Hub Night, we did a Latin Night, Noche Caliente. So we did all that. And I've been doing this now probably for a good 20 to 25 years now, straight out of high school. I told myself, I'm going to get into DJing until I find a real job. This ended up becoming my real job. So there you go.
That's so cool. R.I.P. to The Graduate.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. man. Pour out a little one.
Oh, wait, I got to get my drink too.
Got my Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
A little drink.
Yep.
Dude, that's so cool, dude. Yeah, we love hearing about that. So let's take this back now. Let's learn about Javier. What's your origin story, man? Like, where are you from? Have you always been here on the Central Coast? Where were you born? Let's get personal. Let's know you.
Okay, so I was born and raised in Bakersfield. So then I started DJing out there in high school. I started DJing house parties, over there in the hood, literally in the hood on the east side. Like we did all that, like, when you gotta like pay $3 cover and you got the helicopters coming and the cops showing up. I did all that.
Oh, wow.
We did all that. And then I started doing radio out there. So I worked for a station out there at the time, it was called Kiss 94.1. Now it's Hot 94.1. And then literally, when I got the opportunity, I just literally packed everything up I had, whatever I had, my records, my clothes, and just took a shot, and I said, I'm going to come out to the Central Coast in the year 2000. Came out here and I haven't looked back since. So I just kept grinding from there.
Dang, that's so cool. I like how you just painted that picture of like hardcore DJing back then. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. The parties were crazy. They're off the hook. We used to carry crates of, you could tell.
I see those.
Carry crates of vinyl, crates of records, all that. And now it's all just a laptop and just a little, sound system, and we're good.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Do you feel like that really helped you, like starting like hardcore DJing on the streets for weddings, like getting the party started and all that?
Absolutely. Because what happens is now that I've become older, we're getting into a phase where people want to hear the club music at their wedding.
Yeah.
So we kind of cater to that. We get a lot of those clients that want that. They want that 50 Cent. They want that Little John. They want the DMX. So the Jay-Z's, the Snoop Dogs, and sometimes even the dirty versions.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, hey, if it's cool with you and grandma doesn't, trip or whatever, I think we're good. But yeah, we get a lot of that. And a lot of that, having that experience of radio, a nightclub, and doing weddings and events, it all comes together in one place.
Dude, big time. And RIP to DMX. All these RIPs. And the grandmas will be getting dirty on the dance floor.
I've seen it. I've seen it, man. I dropped some Too Short or Little John.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it, man. I've seen it.
Definitely.
Can't resist. Nice. So let's take this way back in time. Tell us, all we're hearing is DJing. Like, let's hear a little bit more, like, who was Javier before that DJing started?
Yeah.
Before that, well, I'll tell you a quick story. In the 4th grade, I used to play the violin. So,
wow.
But then I would, I get beat up for it or whatever, get bullied for it. So I kind of quit, but I knew music was about me. Like, I knew it had to be music. I knew, like, I don't know how to sing. And, I knew a little bit about far as music structure, but far as me, myself, and I'm into that old vibe, everything from music. And so I'm just an old school guy, like Star Wars, cartoons, Transformers. Like I'm still there with that.
Yeah.
So that's old for me. Yeah. So that was big for me, just not losing that sense of youth for me. So but growing up in Bakersfield, the weather was crazy out there and we did a lot of good events out there, and that helped me structure who I am now today.
That's so cool. And Jade could, what's the word I'm looking for? Connect with you, I guess, with the Bakersfield, because she used to live there too.
I lived there.
Oh, really?
3rd grade for a year.
Yeah. and a lot, we're starting to find more and more even vendors and couples that were from over there that are kind of making their way over here.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. That's what we love about this question. Like, I had no idea that you used to play violin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, did you ever think about like incorporating it with DJing? Like,
I wish I would have kept going. I wish I would have never known. I wish I would have learned how to play guitar and other instruments as well. So like, I wish I would have kept on that track too as well. So it's so many things I wanted to do, and then you pick one and you kind of stick with it. And you just go for it.
Master that. Yeah.
So
Nice. Cool. Were you self-taught, or did you have like a teacher for DJing, like along the way?
A little bit of both. First, when I started, I did have a teacher. His name's Alex G out there in Bakersfield. Also Manuel G from Bakersfield. And even my older brother too taught me as well. Nice. I got taught through there. And in Bakersfield as a DJ back in those days, like that's where like the Baker Boys came from.
Baker Boys.
There's another guy, C-, Chris and Chalk that I grew up called the Roughnecks. So like Bakersfield was like a mecca for DJs out there. Yeah. And then what was really great is that like you had like all these hip hop DJs, and then all of a sudden the house scene came about. So literally like DJing in a warehouse, graffiti style, like just straight like clubbing like that. So I just grew up around both. I got to grow up around both of them. So I got to experience both. So that was cool.
Super cool.
Dude, we love hearing these cool adventures that you're going on. It's so cool.
Wish we could experience them.
Yeah, dude, just like tell us all of them. That's just so cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, when and what was it? Because it sounds like you had a lot of backstory, like in the streets and DJing all these crazy parties and radio. Like, when was it where you were like, hey, I want to do weddings? Like, this is my calling.
Good question. It started probably... I still have a copy of my first check I got paid as a wedding.
Oh, wow.
So that was in about 2006, 2007. At the time I was DJing the grad, and I didn't pay no mind to weddings. And at that time I'm thinking weddings, whatever. I don't want to be doing, the chicken dance or whatever. I don't want to play any of that stuff. I'm not doing that. But a girl that went to the grad one day said, hey, Javi, can you DJ my wedding? And I go, all right, well, I have to figure out sound equipment and how to put this all together, and we'll make it work and we'll do it. And ever since then, it just started taking off as well. So I'm very lucky to start something and then continue to build after that. And then weddings obviously now took off. And then we started Premiere back in 2011. And then from there, we just kept going.
Dude, that is so cool. And congrats on, being such a success in this industry. But
thank you.
We want to hear, like, everyone has a great first wedding story, their first gig in the wedding industry. Tell us about your story. I know it's got to be good. You've been doing stuff in the ghettos here. I know it has to be good.
Well, good wedding story. Well, overall, like, I just remember like one of them, we had to bring in these huge sound system speakers that weigh like a ton, like weigh like a big truckload. So we had to bring those in, and we were there all up night. And back then, obviously, like we really didn't, we really were DJs, but we were party guys too. So we ended up having like a bunch of beer cans everywhere and like just dropping it, like having fun. Like we didn't care, because at that time we were just about the party and having fun. So, and from there, so that's our all time. Now, as far as an actual wedding story, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Like your first wedding. How was your first wedding that you first did?
Oh man, I was so nervous. Like I was like stuttering on the mic. I was just sweating. Like my shirt was all sweaty. Like there was about 300 people. It was in here in Santa Maria, and they had a banda too.
Oh, yeah.
And they had the whole place decked out. And I even messed up like on some of the names, like it was just like so nerve wracking, because like doing radio, you're in a booth, so no one could see you. Mm-hmm. Doing a club, you're in a booth, so you're way up, way. But it's like in a wedding, you're right here, like you're right in front of me. So you got to make sure like you're on point. And yeah, I remember doing my first wedding, and I was just so super nervous, but it all worked out. They all had a good time, and I just took it from there, kind of built from there and critique myself from there.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's I love hearing that.
Yeah, that would be a transition just from being hidden to being right there in the front and the center in a 300-person wedding.
Yep.
A 300-person wedding. Yeah, I can only imagine, because like DJs, like you guys are like the face, and the voice.
Right.
And then for me, like doing like photo and video and stuff, I'm just like chill. I'm just hiding behind, but that's a lot of load. That's awesome.
And when a DJ messes up, everyone knows.
Yeah, for sure. Try
not to have too many of those.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, kind of along those lines, like when you first started as a DJ, like a wedding DJ, what was something that was more challenging than expected that you've learned from today?
Mm-hmm.
Honest with you is to really just relax and really just be in tune with your audience. Mm-hmm. Being in a nightclub, it's like, yo, everybody, let's rage, let's party. But it wasn't about that. I learned quickly that it's just all about being a good host, because you're kind of representing the couple. Or it's like if they want someone who's an over the top entertainer, or they want someone who's chill, relaxed, and kind of goes with their vibe. So it was really important to kind of learn that aspect, to go, okay, yeah, you want somebody who's like, yo, throw your hands in the air, or you want somebody chill. And I always have to kind of get a vibe from the first before I can, do their wedding or do their event. Yeah. So get a vibe.
Yeah, that's so cool. So that's intriguing. So you get to know your couple and their kind of vibe, like you mentioned, and then you just go off of that.
Yeah. Because recently we just did a wedding where the groom and the bride were into indie rock. Very eclectic stuff. No one really danced, but they all enjoyed the music. I got a tip out of it, and they were cool with it. Yeah. So to me, I was like, oh, okay, it's not about the raging animals all the time. Yeah. It's also about just playing good music and providing for your client what they really want.
Yeah.
So really,
that's really interesting, because we were just talking about that, Jade and I, a little while ago, about like sometimes at weddings the dance floor might not be like popping. But like you just mentioned, it might be the style that they want. We never actually thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's a few and far between, but we've come across that.
Yeah. That's super cool.
As far as all the weddings that we've done with you, though, the dance floor is always packed.
Always. Yeah, always. Just like super crazy.
Found that good balance.
That's what I'm saying, Jake, because you come across those brides or those couples that just want to party, they want to rage, and that's good for us. That's an easy win.
That's so fun.
Slam dunk.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Javier, like, what has fundamentally changed about your work from when you started until now?
Well, first, technology. Number one, like technology has come a long way from us carrying records and carrying like old speakers and just overall everything has now got downsized to smaller. Now you could fit stuff in a little car, a little truck. Technology is number one. Number two it's a little bit of people as far as like their attitude, because now they want everything instantly. So they think we're just like a Spotify, or, you know, they think we're just like a Pandora, like play my song. And then they put a phone in my face and going, hey man, like chill. Like we're trying to build a vibe here. You know, we'll get to the Little Johns, we'll get to the 50 Cents, but we got to get a vibe here, you know, got to get warmed up, and then we go from there. So vibe, you know, people's kind of energy has changed in that aspect of it.
Dude, that is so cool. Yeah. I like how you're bringing up all these little things that I didn't really think about. Yeah. So how do you work with, I guess, like drunk, like guests that run up to you like, hey, like you said, with the phone in your face, like play this, like here, play this now.
You know, we just try to be cool as possible. We got to keep the cool head. You know, we got to be the level-headed ones. You know, usually we'll probably tell someone in the family to go, hey, your uncle's over here loving me. Get him out of here. Like, hey, you got to go. So we just try to keep it cool, man. We try not to escalate anything.
That's so cool. Yeah, I like that. So back to your business, like, do you work solo or do you have a team that works with you? Currently, it's just my brother and I. So we're just a dynamic duo. You'll see either me or him at events. I did have another guy, DJ Eddie. He's a really good guy too, but his full-time job kind of took a little bit more time working. So all good with that. But it's just my brother and I for right now. So, but if you're interested, you want to get in the game, Derek, let me know. Yeah. Looking like a DJ right now. Yeah. Dude, how did you get your brother involved with your business? Like, how'd you? So actually he got me involved in DJing overall. So I don't know if you remember back in the days, but there was like a store called The Warehouse, you know, back in Bakersfield. So he sold CDs. He was a manager there. So he would always bring these CDs home and I would listen to them. So like when Tupac already came out, no one knew who he was, I was already listening to that. Paperboy Diddy, like all those early 90s stuff. And so we started thinking and going, God, we have access to this music. We can build something out of this. So then that's when I started DJing, and I started doing mixtapes in high school, actually selling at like $5 a pop. Dang, hustling. Like, we were hustling back then. Yeah. So it was cool. But yeah, and then it was just, you know, family thing for both of us to just kind of start this business and let's keep going. That's so cool. Dude, that's super cool. So you were hustling in school, you were playing violin, like you did it all, man. This is awesome. So cool. Man. I did my best. That's so cool.
So nowadays, like you've been doing weddings for like so long. Like what's your main motivation to like keep it fresh for every wedding for you and your team?
That's a good question. So a lot of times I take that and say, for instance, you go to Disneyland and, you know, the guy, you know, on the microphone, he's repeating the same thing over and over again. He's like showing you the tour. Yeah. Even though it's old for that person, it's new to you. You know, it's a first time for you, you know, so if you've never been to Disneyland for the first time you go, it's all new to you. So a lot of times I take that with the couples, even though we do a lot of weddings and I'm sure we've done, you know, plenty of weddings throughout my career, it's always new to that couple. So we have to make that a fresh experience for them. And yes, you may get asked the same questions over and over, but it's always fresh for them. It's always new because they've never gone through this before. Yeah, that's true. So they need that help. They need that guidance to go, hey, let's keep this fresh. Let's, you know, we're here for you. You know, we're here for what your vision is as your wedding. Very well said. That's a really good point.
That is very, very well said, Javier. If I knew where my little clap button was right now, I would press it. But that's like dead spot on. Like even with photo and video, I'm always telling myself like, what can I do differently? What can I do differently? Right. But like you said, for them, it's completely new. So no matter like what they receive, they're going to be pumped and amped. Right. Yeah. It's the first time they see themselves on video with a wedding dress and dressed up at their wedding. So yeah. Dude, that's so cool. I love your answers, man. This is amazing. Thanks, man. So as a business owner, like with Jade and I, everyone in the industry, we all, you know, have our challenges, but what would you say is your biggest challenge in the wedding industry today? Biggest challenge. I think this is something that maybe not, but to me, my biggest challenge is like taking the DJ as a serious profession, take into account the DJ. We have heard so many stories with couples spending so much money on crazy stuff for the wedding. I don't know what exactly, or at least to mention what, but I'm just like, that's more than I am. That's crazy. But it happens that way. So I just wish people will really take into account, like the DJ is also kind of
part of the spoke of the wheel of the wedding. You know, just like a video is, just like photo is, just like everything in between. Like the DJ is also important to keep that person in mind. So,
dude, absolutely. As I mentioned before, Javier, your answers are amazing. I like how real you're being.
I'm all right, man.
This is good. This is good. My goodness. Right. Let me read my next question here. So now that you have such success in your business, you've established it, everyone knows CC Premier Entertainment. What's one thing about your business or like a successful venture that you didn't expect on your journey?
What's really big for us is just all these little intricacies that we can add on, such as like photo booths, such as lighting. Like I never knew anything about that side of DJing until I see other DJs also do it in the market. And they're also very successful with adding that as well. Adding those add-on packages to making it a full experience for your couple. So like, I just want to learn about DJing. I just wanted to be a DJ. Nowadays, you have to be a graphic designer. You got to be a website developer. You got to you got to do so much. And I'm sure you guys, as your own business, you got to learn social media. You got to learn how to do a podcast. You got to learn how to do all these things that you as a video and a photographer and a coordinator be like, oh man, that's out of my realm. But you need to, for you to build on that, for you to survive on that. So, and that's key. And I'm glad you guys are doing, stuff like this. So props to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking of web design and stuff, do you have a background in that? Because you're like, your website's really good. Your portal's really cool. Like, I feel like you have a background in that.
No, not really. But I was just freelance for like about 4 or 5 years. And I just learned all that. And that's with technology, like it got so advanced so quickly. I had to like catch up on it. Yeah. And so I'm so glad I did, because now things are somewhat stable. But again, they're going to advance in the next couple of years to whatever else is next.
True.
Yeah. Dude, that's so true. This is amazing. I'm shocked with everything so far. So Javier, like as creatives and all of us, we all have like people we look up to, who would you say is your most 3 influential people in your life that you've, gravitated towards?
First off, my brother, like I love him to death, man. Like he's so humble, so kind. I'm a little bit more hot-headed. So when I get hot, then he's like, hey man, chill. So have a beer, man, have a drink, like chill. So my brother for sure. My mom too, love her as well. She taught me to hustle, to go out there and grind, to go out there and not be afraid and just go out there and do it. And then also just my own little family too. I really look up to just the people that are really close to me and around me. So far as in the industry, I'll give a shout out to Chris Bailey from Epic Entertainment. That's my boy. Anthony also. Shout out to DJ Bob. Nice. As you can tell, also Scott Muir from Muir Music. Mm-hmm. So all those guys are all legends to me because they've been doing this forever. They've been doing this since like the 80s or the 90s back in the day. So I got to give shout outs to them too. So props to them.
So cool.
So sweet.
Shout out to the amazing vendors in the wedding industry.
Well,
as a planner, sometimes my clients come directly to me for like special songs like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I usually honestly just guide them towards the DJ because you guys are the experts and all that. Mm. So tell them to think about what's personal to them, all that. Mm-hmm. But do you have any advice on like that whole song selection process, or how do you usually guide your couples?
Good question. That's a fabulous question. Yes, we do guide our couples because we want to understand and kind of set the tone and set the vibe of what they envision. Mm-hmm. Earlier today, I had a consultation with the bride for her wedding coming up in September, mm-hmm. and she loves 90s country. So, and I know all that 90s country too. I kind of did a little background with it. So it was important that I go, okay, this artist, that artist, this artist. And we put together a good, cool playlist for her. And she loved it because now we're on the same page. So as long as I get a little bit of a spark mm-hmm. from a client, then I could take it to the next level. Then I could say, okay, if you like this artist, you'll like that artist. If you like this vibe, we'll build something here and we'll kind of put it all together. And keep in mind, we have to do all this in one night. So starting at the ceremony all the way to the end of the night, I have to now build 6 hours of a vibe. No. And people think like, oh, you're just playing off the cuff. Like, well, actually everything's planned out, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it, but it's all planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just that good to where people's like, whoa, this is like smooth. And you're like, hey, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the wedding we did together at the La Lomita was the last year before. That one, I would hit a song and then get a crowd reaction, and then we just play another one from that genre, from that style, and then we hit a third one, and then we hit what's called a home run, and then now everybody's on the floor. Now everybody's having a blast.
The DJ lingo's in there. You got the home runs, the boom shakalakas. Yeah, that's a good question. So like, so do you sometimes get brides that just give you just a playlist and they're just like, hey, can you just play all these songs, or do you just like mix up yours with theirs, or how do you work with that?
Good question. So it all depends how much freedom we have, and that's an important question to ask clients. And same thing also probably with you guys is asking like, how much leeway do we have with this? And if they're really strict, then we explain to them, go, okay, we're going to play your songs, but if they're not, people aren't vibing or dancing, are you okay with that? And if they say, yeah, we're okay with that, we want to hear our songs, then cool. That means we wash our hands there, and that's on them. If not, they say, no, Javier, we want you to kind of help us build a playlist and we just want to have fun. Then we go from there. Then we just build a playlist and then we rock and roll and we go from there. So it's easy that way. But yeah, we definitely have those consultation meetings that have a clear understanding what they want, but also more importantly, what they don't want.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing. And we're starting to see a trend where, they don't want the cheesy wedding songs anymore. Yeah. They don't want that anymore. They want cool songs. They want, they want those modern songs now, the dance ones. So.
Dude, exactly. And that actually made me think of another question. So like if they do give you a list or whatever, because even in like everyone has their terms in their agreements. Do you DJs have something they're saying like, hey, if I play the songs you want and the dance floor's not popping, that's not on me. Like
correct. Yeah, I do. Yeah, we have those discussions with them. And again, we have, to make them understand that like, we provide a service. If that's what you want, then that's what you want, and we'll give it to you. No problem. No questions asked. But the results, just kind of be ready for the results if that's not what you wanted. So, and again, some couples are okay with that. Like I told you earlier, that indie rock couple, they were like, yeah, it's cool. We're cool with it. Because that's our music. That's for us.
Right. Cool.
Super cool. What we got next here? Here we go.
What's your favorite part about being a wedding DJ?
Honest with you, it's like, it's one of those things where like you set everything up, you set up sound equipment, you go through the music playlist, but it's always like that last hour of the wedding because you're like, it's coming, like, the end is coming, that 10 o'clock is going to be here, right? That, whatever the Cinderella pumpkin is going to burst and, it's over. So like, you take it all the way, pedal to the metal, and you just go. And I always try to encourage DJs to go, remember, the last hour, don't think of it as like, oh, it's the last hour. I'm so tired. I can't wait to go home. No, you should think of it as like, it's the last hour. We're going to blow this off the roof. Like, we're going to have some fun. And we're going to hit the home runs, just like Eric said. And we're just going to have some fun, and we're going to go out on top. So that to me is key, because that's their last moment they get to have together as a group, as a family. So play all those fun songs and all those ones that people sing along with, that people want to dance to, it's all good. It's all about having fun. So that's my favorite part is that whole ending of it, that whole like boom at the end. So it's cool.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I've seen it. Like sometimes like my hours would like end. So like I could leave if I want from the wedding, but sometimes like I know the dance floor is gonna get dirty in there. This is gonna be the gold footage, So I'm like, sometimes I'm like, exactly, I get in there.
And I totally understand. Like you have your contract. Yeah. You have to leave at your designated hour. But sometimes we'll go like, oh man, they missed out. Like it got really crazy. Like it gets fun at the end, and that's what we want to do. Yeah. And on a high note.
Yeah, definitely. People are just like getting dirty. People are crowd surfing. People are getting lifted. It gets insane.
Gotta capture that.
You gotta capture it.
Last Saturday.
Oh, see?
They put the groom on a chair and they threw him up, on the chair, and they're parading him around. Yeah, it was like crazy. So they had a blast.
Have you ever seen that go wrong? I always get so nervous.
Yeah, I've seen a few times go wrong. Like people underestimate. Maybe they've been having too much of drinks in their system or whatnot, and yeah, I've seen a few people go south on that. But then that makes for a great story. So
yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, what's the most important lesson you would say you've learned over your long career?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good one. I think overall, just be patient. Be patient in everything. Like, be patient on your business. Be patient on what you want to develop. Be patient on what you want to do. Be patient with your clients. Sometimes they're just stress mongers. How many times have we received emails from couples over and over again about questions and about things that we answered already that we have to re-answer again? Just be patient, just enjoy this profession. To me, I think I don't look at this as like a job. Like, this is my life. This is what I do. And the main thing I learned is just overall be patient and everyone, like, working with you guys, being patient with you guys as far as making sure you got what you need, your footage, your audio, the coordinating, making sure everything's on time, and we're all good. Teamwork equals dream work,
Yeah.
Hashtag teamwork equals dream work.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Dude, yeah, I definitely agree with everything you just said there. 100%.
Thank you.
So as an entrepreneur in the wedding industry, what would you say is a super important element for other wedding vendors to work on when it comes to their business as a whole? Their business, not just not just what they do, but just in their business.
Oh, networking. I mean, I'll tell you that even as a DJ, when I first started, and even as in the wedding industry, like network. Like, try to meet as many people as you can. Try to get to know them, whether or not you know them on a personal level or not. But just get to know them. Get to know, remember their names. Try to remember their business, remember what they do, because that way, when you network, I mean, you literally have in the Central Coast. We're so lucky to have the huge Rolodex of just incredible vendors everywhere, and I going setting up for a wedding, like I run into, I don't look at them as, our wedding vendors, we call them member frienders, because they're wedding vendors, and it's important to go to network and get to know everybody. So I think if you're starting off in this industry, like really, really go and meet as many people as you can.
I 100% agree with that again. But as an introvert like me, I consider myself an introvert, like how would you what kind of advice would you give someone to just go up to random people that they don't know and just talk?
Literally, like, hi, my name's Javier. What's your name? Literally, like,
just go up there.
That's it. Yeah. Like, all right. Derek, nice to meet you. Jay, nice to meet you. What's up? All right, cool. Hey, that's it.
I guess, yeah.
Everyone's so friendly and welcoming here. Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yeah, it's just, yes, I know. It'll be a challenge, but, you never know. Something great might come out of it, so.
Oh man, next taco meetup, I'm gonna just say hi to every single person.
Yeah. Hey. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So Javier, what would you say has been like your most successful marketing strategy or tool with your business?
Oh, okay. Number one, word of mouth. Like, that was big for me. Before social media, before any of these ads, people would know me through word of mouth, because I do one event, and sure enough, there's a cousin or a brother or sister getting married that's a guest in that group, and then it just trickles from there. In fact, we got a wedding in LA coming up in November that we're going to be doing, because that bride was a guest at a wedding back in 2007, I think. And so she remembered me, and she's like, yo, I want you for my wedding. And I'm like, okay. And the first thing she'll say, like, I had so much fun at that wedding. That's what I want you to bring to mine. Yeah. So that it's word of mouth networking was like the biggest thing for me.
Dude, 100% again. Because I've had
welcome to the 100% show.
100% show right here. Because
you need to have an air horn, man. Where's your air horn?
Dude. Oh, he's got it.
Oh yeah. So
every time 100%, hit that button.
All right, I'm gonna do that. But no, you like I've had that, like at a wedding. I've had people come up to me like, "Well, you guys are working so hard. You guys are doing great." Or I've had people say, "Oh, I wish I had you at like my daughter's wedding." Like things like that. Like, so when I think I've heard this before from someone saying, like, whether you believe it or not, like, you're always being watched. Like, the guests are watching you all the time. Like, you got to be on your A game.
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
100%.
Nice.
All right, man.
One big thing is, as a business owner, life can get consuming with all the emails and everything and working with your clients. How do you handle and balance work and life?
Yeah.
Good question. Obviously we work on the weekends as vendors. And so you would think during the week we can get like a steady 8 to 5 job, part-time job somewhere, just to, just kind of keep us busy. But to me, my balance is really family. Like I really got to make time, either it's Monday or Tuesday, whatever day, to make sure family is important. So that to me is important. So if I don't respond to emails on Mondays or Tuesdays, it's because I'm out. Like I'm not, I'm doing my own thing because this is my weekend during the week, So to me, it's very important to keep a good balance, good balance overall of anything from family to your job, to yourself, to your health, to exercising, everything in between.
Dude, so do you get, because Jade and I find that hard sometimes because we're always in our offices just like working, and she's always on emails, always on phone calls. I'm always editing, just nonstop. Right. So do you like tell yourself I'm stopping at this time, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and I'm just not working? Yeah,
actually, I sometimes don't even respond on Mondays because that's my day. I already know there's already an inbox waiting for me. And whether or not I can respond maybe Monday evening real quick or make sure nothing important I'm missing. But overall, like those things kind of have to wait because you really gotta recharge your batteries, especially now that we got back into it. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I'm feeling it where it's like doing a wedding and you need like 2-3 days to recoup. And then all of a sudden you got another wedding coming up. Yeah. So it gets like that sometimes. And I feel you on that.
Yeah, for sure. I know Jade over here is like back-to-back phone calls, and she's just like, it's a roller coaster ride for her.
Like you said. I think everybody has their own thing.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Well, what would your best advice for a newcomer wedding DJ be?
First off, just getting into it with an open mind. The key here is that like there's just so much out there that you can do as a wedding DJ, and also not being afraid to kind of spread your wings out there. And again, going back to networking with other DJs, learning the trade, respecting the other DJs that have been doing this for a long time. That's all important. So if an up and coming DJ, we may feel like, oh, it's competition. It's like, no, welcome. Like, come on in. Recently a DJ from the Bay Area passed away. Oh, wow. And I didn't know him personally. But DJs to us, it's like a fraternity, it's like you're one of us, you grind with one of us. And so we get all that. So if a young DJ comes up, it's like, come on in, get ready, it's going to get crazy, but it's fun. And that's what it's all about.
Oh, nice.
I had to do it. So I had to do it. But hey, dude, every question has been just home runs after home runs. After home runs.
Yeah. I feel like we learned a lot.
We learned so much.
People are going to learn a lot from this.
I'm all right.
But now it's time for the lightning round.
I'm scared for this.
That's what everyone always says, that they're scared. So this is going to be fun questions. We're just going to, ask you this or that questions just to get to know a little bit more about the fun side of you, just random stuff.
Okay.
And it's going to be, can you hear this right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get the beat going.
We're going to get that beat going for our listeners so maybe they can start dancing. So yeah, these are going to be this or that questions. We'll say it and you just give us your answer, and we're going to have Jade start it off when we get that beat drop. When we get the beat drop.
I like this.
You like this? My listeners can't see me bobbing my head, but I'm bobbing my head for the audio. All right, here we go. Go for it, Jade.
Rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Ooh, I'm more low key, so rich and unknown.
Owe money or owe a favor?
Owe a favor.
Okay. Cooking or being cooked for?
Cooking.
Hey.
That's good. Tacos, yo.
Tacos. Beer or wine?
Beer all day, man.
Yeah.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
French fries or onion rings?
Onion rings.
Oh. Yeah.
Android or iPhone?
Oh, iPhone. Yeah. For sure.
Day or night?
Night.
Football or basketball?
Football all day. Detroit Lions.
Hey. Pineapple pizza or candied corn?
Pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
Guacamole or salsa?
Guacamole. Gotta get that guac.
Yeah. Staycation or vacation?
Vacation.
Batman or Superman?
Batman all day.
Yeah.
Cookies or brownies?
Go with cookies.
Flying or invisibility?
Blind.
Halloween or Christmas?
Halloween for the parties, man.
Hey.
Introvert or extrovert?
I think I'm an extrovert.
Wait.
Yeah.
Vacation, or did we say vacation or staycation? We said that already, huh?
Vacation, yeah.
Smoothies or milkshakes?
Smoothies.
Last one. The toilet paper goes over or under?
Under. Psycho puts it over. There you go. Oh, you 100% on that toilet paper?
Yeah. Dude, that was so fun. We love doing that.
Yeah, that was great.
That was so fun. So to wrap up this podcast interview, my friend, can you, was there like one question that you wish we asked, and how would you answer it?
Oh yeah, like that's gonna happen. Just overall, you guys are doing a great job. I can't really think of any questions. You guys did great on asking the right questions, and obviously it's good that your audience is knowing you, and you're expanding your audience, and other new vendors are coming in the scene. So no, I can't really think of anything. You guys rocked it. You guys are doing great. And I'm so happy we finally got to do this. I mean, after 2 years, right?
We're super stoked.
Long overdue.
Long overdue. All right, Javier, let our listeners know where they could find you online.
All right, cool. So Instagram at CC Premier Entertainment. Obviously, my website, ccpremier-entertainment.com. My own Instagram, I've been lagging on official DJ Javi. That's my IG. I got some cool things that are going to be happening once wedding season's over. Can't really say yet.
Oh.
But, let's just say I've got some really good stuff I want to start working on. Like I said, once this wedding season's over with, and definitely I'll be excited for that.
Nice. We can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah. It's gonna be 100. It's gonna be 100.
Dude, yeah, we're super stoked. All right, guys. Anyone looking for an amazing DJ, check out Javier, and don't worry about that. I'll add all his links in the description below. Javier, thank you so much for taking the time to be on our show. We had such a blast, right, Jade?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, and we're looking forward to working with you again in the weddings.
Yeah.
In the weddings. Send me out with the air horn with 100.
Let's get the 100. Later, man.
See ya.
Man, guys, that was a great episode. Javier was truly like the best with his answers. I mean, I did not know how much went into DJing until I heard his answers.
Yeah, he was super insightful, not even just for DJs. Like, I feel like I learned a lot from this episode, you know?
Definitely. Man is awesome. Love working with him, and he always gets the DJ for it hyped. Let's get that one horn for him one more time. As always, guys, thanks again for tuning in to the Wedding Vendors Happy Hour. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to hear from some more amazing wedding professionals, whether you're tuning in on our podcast or watching us on YouTube. Till then, we'll catch you on episode 30.